What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Sagittarius Sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of November 22nd and December 21st, then you are a Sagittarius Sun sign, and this reading is for you. First off, happy birthday, Sagittarians! It's an exciting time, and I'm ready to do a reading. What we're going to do today is a look at the month ahead for all Sagittarians for the month of December, and this reading is going to tell us about the past, present, and future energies that are surrounding you, what to hold on to and let go of in the month ahead, and what obstacles and lessons are going to be on your path in the month of December. So basically, it's going to give you all the information you need to make December the best month possible. Let me introduce you to my crystal friends. I've got my sodalite sphere here, who I keep with me for every single reading, so you guys are familiar with him. I also wanted to bring some vitality, some energy into this reading, so I brought along a natural citrine point from the Congo, and also a Heliodor. This is a member of the beryl family, and this crystal just resonates at the same energy as the sun. It's like a sunshine encapsulated in a crystal. It's beautiful. So we got those today to help us. I also am going to be using the Llewellyn Tarot. This is a beautiful druid themed deck that is now fully customized. I trimmed the edges, or the borders, and then I edged the edges brown. So now it is a custom deck, and I love it. So if you would, please give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards a question. What are the energies of Sagittarius Sun signs in the month of December? Alright, that ought to do it. We shall cut the deck, and we're going to deal out 8 cards. Okie dokie, and while we're at it, we're going to consult the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. We're going to ask it what message it has for Sagittarian Sun signs this December. What message for Sagittarians this December? And we're going to take a look at this card at the end of the reading. Alright, Sagittarian friends, let's see what we've got here. First thing that strikes out at me is that we got Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. And some Cup energy. Okay, what we're going to do is we will look at these cards individually and then see what they have to say to us as a whole. So we're going to start over here with this card, which represents the energies of last month. So the energies of November. And we've got the Empress. Huh. I'm not really sure what that card means. I'm going to ask for a clarifier from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Open up. Okay. The feeling I'm getting now is that this card represents, in November was a time for you guys to realize just how abundant you are, how much abundance surrounds you. To realize that there's love all around you, and in order to receive that love, you have to open up to it, right? You have to be willing to accept love in order to receive it. And not just love, but also abundance. And especially abundance, right? In order to receive abundance, you have to be open to it. You have to vibrate at the same resonance. And I think November was a time for you to learn this, to start vibrating at the resonance of abundance, at the resonance of love, so that you can attract more of that into your life. So I do feel as though November was a very beneficial time. Maybe, for some of you, this was a very spiritually awakening time where you made some new discoveries, or you're starting to open up to new possibilities, a new almost like a paradigm shift. So November, I'm seeing November as a pretty good time for Sagittarius. A lot of discoveries of the self and of the outside world. So good job on that. All right, let's move on to this card. This card represents the current energies of now at the end of November. And we've got the Four of Cups. And I see some of that enthusiasm waning, okay, at this point. And it has to do a lot with focusing on negativity, focusing on negative emotions, and maybe just focusing on emotions in general. What I like to say is that, emotions are going to come at you nonstop. Some of them are going to be good, some are going to be bad. But the idea here is to learn. Each emotion brings a lesson. And if you can learn that lesson, then you can say, okay, emotion, thank you for bringing that lesson. I'm done with you, right? But if you're not learning the lesson, then the emotions are going to just stagnate. And you're going to have to be stuck in those emotions until you learn the lesson. And I get the feeling now that you're not learning the lesson, Sagittarian friends. You're kind of stagnant in this energy of... maybe it's just a negative emotion that you felt. Maybe it's a depression or just a blasé, apathetic feeling that you've latched onto, but you're not learning the lesson inherent in this emotion, so you're not really progressing, you're not moving on. So my advice is to figure out what lessons you have to learn. Why do you feel kind of stuck right now? Why are you feeling kind of blasé? Why are you feeling kind of morose even? I don't know. Remember, this is a general reading and not everything applies to everyone. So figure out what these cards are saying to you and apply them to your life, and I think it will make sense. So, yeah, why are you feeling that way, and why aren't you learning the lesson that emotion is teaching you or trying to teach you? All right, let's move on over to this card. This card represents the energies of next month, so the energies of December. We've got the Page of Swords. I'm getting some immaturity here. Immaturity of thoughts, of words, of expressions. When I see the Page of Swords, I think of someone who is outspoken, yet not very wise. And I'm not saying that's you, but I am saying that your ego thoughts may get out of control, may run rampant in the month of December. And there may be some issues that come up because of that. Because of maybe you say something that you didn't pass through your filter, right? And it may have offended someone and now you can't take it back. Maybe you think something that was just not very nice, and you allow it to become a manifestation, and then it comes into your life. And so basically unchecked ego is basically the feeling that I'm getting from this. An ego that's not balanced. It's kind of got too much control, and it's creating out of maybe fear or this is sounding very negative. I'm not trying to say that December is going to be a horrible month. All I'm trying to say is that there's going to be times in December, excuse me, where I don't know, there's going to be something said or something thought that's not going to be in your highest good, and it's going to cause you some issues. So be sure that you're very aware of and you're very conscious of what you're thinking and saying in the month of December to avoid some of these pitfalls. Okay, this card here represents what to hold on to in the month of December, excuse me, and we've got the Chariot. Sheer determination. You guys are a determined bunch, Sagittarians, and hold on to that, embrace that, and get things accomplished, keep things moving. Even though there might be some hardships, even though there might be some peaks and valleys, the Chariot is always going forward, and no wave is going to stop it. Okay, no obstacle can get in your way as long as you keep pushing forward and keep putting in energy towards your goals. So I think that's something to keep in mind as you move forward this month, that yes, things are going to try to stop you or slow you down, but you have none of that. Okay, have none of it, because you are far stronger than that. So nothing's going to hold you back. Maybe something might slow you down and cause a little hiccup, but nothing's going to stop you. And keep that in mind in the month of December so we can continue to move forward. Okay? Alright, this card here represents the biggest hurdle, obstacle you're likely to encounter in the month of December. We've got the King of Pentacles. Give me a moment with this card. Yeah, here we go. The quest for money, right? The King of Pentacles is someone who is money focused, is focused on finances or acquisition, and it's kind of that's their main thing. And of course, we live in this society where we're forced to pay bills, where we have to pay money in order to live, and it's all backwards. But as a result of that, it kind of forces us to maybe forego some of our emotions, forego some of our intuitions, forego some of our thoughts, and just focus on acquiring money to survive. And I think that's going to be an issue for you. I think what's going to happen in the month of December is that bills are going to come up. It's the holiday season. Gifts need to be purchased again because the society we live in tells us that's what we have to do. And finances are going to be an issue, and as a result, I get the feeling that maybe you're going to put too much energy into worrying about money, and not enough energy into the other things that I mentioned: intuition, emotions, logic. And when we go too far into the Pentacles energy, we get lost, we get obsessive, and we start to believe that we need possessions in order to be happy. And that is something to avoid, Sagittarian friends, in the month of December. You don't need possessions to be happy. Yes, you have bills, but that's, they'll take care of themselves. Do your work, right? But don't obsess over it. Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine in the end, right? Stay balanced as much as you can, Sagittarian friends, in December. And if you feel yourself going off into that Pentacle energy, if you feel yourself starting to be obsessive about money, about possessions, about what presents you're going to get and what presents you're going to give, don't worry so much about that. Just come back to Earth and, well, actually, no, you're too far into Earth. Leave Earth and come back to the spiritual realms so you can get more balance. This card here represents what to let go of in the month of December. We got the 10 of Cups. What? Give me a moment to go into this card. I'm going to get a qualifier for this. Just a moment. Oh, look at the rainbow. Rainbow there. I don't know if you can see that. Rainbows. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, so the feeling I'm getting from this card is that there's this quest for happiness, and this idea that happiness is at the end of the rainbow. That happiness is something that you're going to acquire one day when you find it. And that is dangerous because you should be happy now, Sagittarian friend. You should be happy right now. You have everything you need. You're living at the end of the rainbow, whether you realize it or not. You've got shelter, you've got food, you got clothes, you got internet, you got computer, you got a cell phone. What the heck more do you need? Okay? You've got friends who love you, family who loves you. So, this idea that happiness is going to come one day once you find the pot of gold, it is holding you back. If you can realize how happy you are now, if you can show gratitude for everything that you have and be truly happy in this moment, then wow, how will your life manifest and change and become just pure bliss? And all it takes is a mental shift by you and realizing how much you have to be grateful for right now. So let go of that. Happiness isn't at the end of the rainbow. You're at the end of the rainbow. You're living in it. There's color and beauty all around you. Be grateful. Show thanks and gratitude, and your life will change. Trust me on that. So focus on that in December, and things will go great. All right, this card here represents what's the energy of your friends, family, coworkers, the energy of the people around you in the month of December. We've got Justice. So I get the feeling that the people in your life are going to be fair. They're not going to shower you with love if you don't deserve it, but they're also not going to shower you with hate if you don't deserve it. They're going to be fair. They're going to be responding to you. So whatever you put into your relationships in the month of December is what you are going to get out. Instant karma, if you will. So, show love to the people you love. Show appreciation to the people you appreciate. and ignore the people that bring you down. And as a result of that, you're going to be showered with love, appreciation, and those negative energies are going to stay away from you. So, you get what you put in. So work on those relationships this month and show love, show gratitude, and that's what you will get in return. So yeah, the people in your life are going to be kind of a reflection of your inner state. So if the people in your life in December are argumentative or shallow or money obsessed, then that might be a good indication that you are going off into those energies yourself. Think about that a little bit. All right, so the last card we're going to look at here represents the biggest lesson that you're likely to learn in the month of December. And we got the Ace of Cups. Oh. All right, the biggest lesson here is that you could stand to be a little bit more emotional. You could stand to allow emotion to play a bigger part in your life. And I think that's something to focus on in December, bringing emotion into it and being more open. Yes, November was a time for you to open up. But I am getting the feeling here, looking at these cards as a whole now, November was a time for you to open up and experience new things, and it brought new discoveries, but now we've gone back into the old ways of kind of dwelling on negativity. And yes, this is an emotional response, and you will get out of it, but I am sensing the feeling here that some negative things are going to come out of your current blasé state in December. In December, I do feel as though the ego mind is going to play a large role in your life, and it's going to kind of dictate things. And we all know the qualities of the ego mind are usually surrounding fear and worry and doubt. So we want to create life based on our heart space rather than the head space, and that's something to focus on in the month of December, Sagittarian friends. Hold on to your go-get-em attitude. Hold on to that thing that drives you and pushes you forward, and keep pushing forward no matter what. Even if you're feeling blasé, even if you're feeling apathetic, keep moving forward, if only through momentum, because that's going to help you pass through these difficult phases, is always working towards a goal. I think you might be a little bit too far into the money side of things in the month of December, and it might cause you to stumble a little bit. It might cause you to lose focus or lose track of what's important. So definitely try to get more balance this month, and if you feel yourself getting obsessed with possessions, with tangible physical things, this could even be diet or cars, I don't know, whatever you can touch. Pull yourself back and allow emotion to take control a little bit more. But not to the point where you're just like, oh, I'm going to be sad until I get this thing. Oh, no. Don't do that, Sagittarian friends. Don't be sad until you get that thing. You can be happy now. Be happy right now. The people in your life are going to be a reflection of your inner state, basically. You're going to get what you receive. It's going to be instant karma from your friends, family, coworkers, strangers. So use them as a barometer. And they're a mirror into how you're feeling this month. So that's a cool thing. Take advantage of that, and allow emotion to come in. Emotion is going to help you move forward. New emotions. Don't dwell on emotions, but allow emotions to come in. Learn the lesson, and then move on to the next emotion. And I think that's going to be something to focus on in the month of December. It's to help you get out of any ruts that you may be feeling that you're in. So yeah, I do feel like there may be a rut now. Maybe extending into December, possibly, but use your emotions and use your tenacity of moving forward to get out of it. Okay? Before we go, we asked the Psychic Tarot of the Heart what message it had for Sagittarius Sun signs in the month of December, and we've got sadness and isolation. Oh no. This is the same card I got for Scorpio, but I think it means something different here. I think this is more literal. I think that there is some sadness and isolation going on. What happened, Sagittarians? November seemed like such a great time. Maybe some of you had discoveries that you weren't ready to uncover, or you're. Well, no, that's not okay. I take that back. if you uncovered some new things, then you were supposed to uncover them. But sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's hard to process new information. And you opened up and you got more than you bargained for, and now you're just like, oh, oh no. And it may have caused some sadness and isolation. But realize that for every dark night, there's a bright day, because you're going through a dark night possibly right now. Remember, this is general reading, but for the most part, I'm getting the feeling that a lot of Sagittarians are going through a dark spell right now. But realize that this dark spell is going to open you up to the light. It's going to make you more appreciative of the light. The light can't exist without these dark times. You wouldn't know it was light if there were no dark times. This is a learning period, a time for you to grow, and we grow more in the dark than we do in the light, because the lessons are just, we're bombarded with them. And so use this time as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and when that light comes, you will appreciate it so much more than the people around you, and you're just going to be filled with hope and joy and love. But if you are going through a dark time, realize that this is just a momentary thing. It's beneficial to you, and when you come out of it, you're going to be feeling so great. Okay, Sagittarians? So that is the reading. It was a general reading, so take what you will. If you want a more specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below. You can just click on that, get sent over there, and peruse the different readings. I want to work with you to bring healing and clarity into your life, so I'd appreciate it if you go check that out. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button. It lets me know you enjoyed it and got something out of it, so I'd appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, anything you want to say about this video, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about these readings. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date on all my videos, from these twice-a-month readings to weekly readings to the deck reviews and tarot spreads, everything you could ever want. Hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. Join the adventure. I'd appreciate that. All right, Sagittarian friends. Things are, a little bit bogged down now, but you're going to use this time to move forward and grow faster than the people around you. So this is a very productive time for you, and I wish you the best. So have the best month possible, Sagittarian friends. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.